Okay, so basically I want to start planning out my 2019 goals, which are a lot. There's a theme in my 2019 that's going to be a lot about business growth, getting myself together, getting myself organized, in health, business, and every aspect of my life. So that's what a lot of my goals are going to be centered around in 2019. So basically, let's go ahead and start looking at how to actually fill this out as you maybe fill it out with me as we plan our 2019 goals. So on GoodNotes, you'll notice that the pen tool, at least in GoodNotes 5, now has some variations to it. You can use a fountain pen, a ballpoint pen, or a brush pen. So if you like the calligraphy look, the brush pen might be the best for you. Or if you prefer the ballpoint pen, if you just want regular, smooth, even lines, or the fountain pen, if you want a little bit more variation in your stroke. I prefer the ballpoint pen. And I'm just going to be writing things out with, I think the basic thin stroke is what I prefer, because I'm going to scroll in quite a bit because I'm at a bit of an awkward angle. It is going to be easier for me to write so that you can see if the screen is bigger. So you could use this thin line, or if you prefer kind of a thicker line, or if you prefer a really thick line, you can do that. And that's GoodNotes 5. You can even increase it within these particular brackets a little bit to adjust the stroke to whatever you need. But basically, I'm going to stick with the medium. I'm going to undo these strokes and then get started. So for business, my goal and focus for 2019 is about building my list. Building my list is important because I have a lot of great information and tools that I'm going to be promoting coming soon, and I want there to be a nice audience for me to promote it to. So to the extent that you can share this link or share this freebie with someone and encourage them to subscribe to my list, that would be great, and you can actually be helping me with one of my 2019 goals. So my goal for business is to increase my subscriber list to about 1,000 contacts by the end of the year. In order to, improve the success of future launches. All right, there you go. So let's just double check this. Is it SMART? Specific. Yes, I want to increase my subscriber list. I'm not trying to increase my clients or necessarily the number of people I actually do business with. Right now, I'm specifically talking about my subscriber list. Now, of course, I want to increase the number of people who I do business with, but for my goal, it is going to help me to do that by increasing my subscriber list. So that's specific. Measurable. Can I measure 1,000 contacts? Can I tell when I get to 1,000? Yes, absolutely I can. Is it aligned? Well, I'm trying to improve the success of future launches, so it's aligned with my intention of improving my business overall. And is it realistic? So 1,000 contacts on your list may not seem like a lot to some people, but my list is way small. I don't even want to tell you how small it is, but it is way small. So 1,000 would be great for me, and if I exceed that, gravy, yay, woo! But I thought that 1,000 would be a big enough of a stretch for me to really get at it, but not so much of a stretch that I really couldn't achieve it. So 1,000 is realistic to me, and time-based, end of the year. So there you go. So basically that is my business goal. Okay, so now let's look at personal. Okay, so my personal goal is around organization. I have way too much paper clutter. And overall my home is relatively organized and neat, but I am constantly overwhelmed by paper clutter, which is why I am adopting more of a digital planning lifestyle. So my goal for the year, or to start in 2019, is to organize my paper clutter. So let's say organize paper clutter. And let's see, achieve. I want to say achieve kind of like a paperless state. I'm going to put paperless in quote, but kind of like a paperless lifestyle. Paperless really isn't completely paperless. It's not like you have no paper, but your paper is at a certain level that you really only have the pieces of paper in your home that you absolutely need. So let's just say a paperless state. Within, let's say 8 months. I think that if I really work at it, I can achieve this in 8 months. It won't take me the full year if I really make this goal a priority. So in order to gain clarity and improve my efficiency. All right, period. All right, so let's check the personal goal to make sure that it is smart. Again, it's specific. Organizing paper clutter. I'm not organizing all the clutter of scrapbooking supplies that I have, which is a sizable amount, let me tell you. Anyway, it's paper clutter, not anything else, very clear. Measurable. 8 months, I think, is quite measurable. No, I'm sorry. The paperless state is what I'm going to measure. Now, this is a little bit shaky because really it's not a clearly defined measurement that I can say, okay, I've achieved this. So really this goal is not completely as smart as it should be. Right now it's just mostly SART. Okay, so, but a paperless state, at least conceptually, can be defined as just minimal clutter. But it is aligned with my intention to be more clear and have improved efficiency. It's definitely realistic, and I think 8 months is a nice, challenging but realistic goal. And it's time-based because of the 8 months. So that's great. Now let's look at finances.